Good morning, students. Let's continue chapter 5. Today's topic is exercise 5.2.
Students, derivative introduced in 11th standard. But first, let's have a glance at the topic differentiability. Okay? First of all, suppose f is a real function and c is a point in its domain. The derivative of function at c is defined as limit h tends to 0 fc plus h minus fc by h. Okay, and function is differentiable at a point c in its domain if both right hand derivative and left hand derivative finite and equal. Now define the right hand derivative. Okay, so for right hand derivative, limit h tends to 0 positive, here f c plus h minus fc by h. Okay, and left hand derivative, it is limit h tends to 0 negative f c plus h minus fc by h. Okay, it is definition. And whenever you want to find that function is differentiable or not, we have to find right hand derivative and left hand derivative. If both derivatives are finite and equal, then only the function is differentiable. Okay, let's revise the formula. So first, derivative of fx with respect to x is denoted by either d by dx fx or f dash x. If y is equal to fx, then derivative can be represented by dy upon dx or y dash or y1. Okay, the meaning of this all is differential with respect to x of function f. Now revise some formulas, students. So first is d by dx x raised n. It is n x n minus 1. Okay. Second, d by dx e raised x. It is e raised x. And third, d by dx of a raised x. It is a raised x log a base e. And for trigonometric function, d by dx of sin x, it is cos x. Okay, derivative of cos x is minus sin x, and derivative of tan x, it is sec square x. Next, derivative of cosec x is minus cosec x and cot x. Derivative of sec x, it is sec x tan x. And derivative of cot x, it is minus cosec square x. Okay, and derivative of log x, it is 1 by x. Okay, first question, sin x square plus 5. Okay, we have to find the derivative. So if y is equal to sin x square plus 5, we are finding dy upon dx. Okay, and here we have to apply chain rule. First, find the derivative of sin, and this whole bracket consider as x in your mind. Then derivative of sin x is a cos. In place of x, it is x square plus 5. And then d by dx of x square plus 5. Okay, so you will get cos x square plus 5. And now derivative of x square, it is 2x and 5 is constant. Derivative of 5 is 0. So answer is 2x cos x square plus 5. Okay. For the next question, if y is equal to cos sin x. Okay, we are finding dy upon dx. Derivative with respect to x. So derivative of cos is a minus sin. Okay, this sign write as it is. Sin x. And now derivative of sin x. So it is minus sin x, and now derivative of sin x, it's cos x. Okay. So final answer is minus sin x and cos x. Okay. Now move for the next question. Question number 3. Question is sin ax plus b. Okay. So dy upon dx. Here ax plus b, it is in place of x. Okay. For the formula sin x. So derivative of sin x is cos, and here ax plus b write as it is. Now dy dx of ax plus b. You will get cos ax plus b, and now here it is ax plus b. So derivative of x is 1. So you will get a only, and derivative of b is 0. Okay, since 0 b is the constant. Okay, so here answer is a cos ax plus b. Okay, now for the fourth one. Now question number 4. Question is y is equal to here sec tan root x. Okay. Now we are finding derivative with respect to x. Okay. So first derivative of sec x. Consider this part tan root x as x in your mind. Okay. So derivative of sec is sec x and tan x. Okay, and in place of x write tan root x. Now d by dx of tan root x. Okay, in the next step here it is sec tan root x tan root x, and now derivative of tan x. Okay, it is a sec square x. In place of x here it is a root x. So again we have two derivative of root x. Okay, and these all terms write in product. Okay, don't write here plus sign. Root x here tan root x, it is sec square root x, and here derivative of root x is 1 by 2 root x. Okay, since here x raised 1 by 2. Okay, so d by dx of x raised 1 by 2 and x power n minus 1. Okay, so you will get 1 by 2 root x. Finally you can arrange this. Okay, write this term first. This is the answer. Question number 5. Question is sin ax plus b upon cos cx plus b. Okay, so for this question y is equal to sine ax plus b, and 1 by cos. We can write it's sec cx plus d. Okay, and now here sin x and sec x, two functions are in product, so apply uv rule. Okay, product rule, uv. You know that if u is as it is, then derivative of v, then plus v as it is and derivative of u. Okay, or you can write uv dash plus vu dash. Okay, so apply this rule here. dy upon dx is equal to, first take derivative of sin ax plus b. Okay, so I am writing sec cx plus d as it is, and here d by dx of sin ax plus b. Okay, now plus sin ax plus b, write as it is, and here d by dx of sec cx plus d. Okay, and now take derivative sec cx plus d, right, as it is, derivative of sin, it is cos ax plus b, and now derivative of ax plus b, it is a. Okay, here plus sin ax plus b, write as it is, derivative of sec, it is sec cx plus d tan cx plus d, and now derivative of cx plus d, it is c. Okay, now you arrange this term. Okay, so a write first and then cos ax plus b and sec cx plus d. Okay, then plus, here it is a c, so write first c sin ax plus b and it's sec cx plus d into tan cx plus d. Okay, it is the final answer. Okay, now move for the next question, question number 6. In question number 6, student, there are two terms, okay, in product. So we have to apply the product rule. Okay, let y is equal to cos x cube and its sin square x 5. Okay, now derivative with respect to x. Here first cos x cube, write as it is, and dy dx of sin square x 5. Okay, then plus, now sin square x 5, write as it is, and d by dx of cos x cube. Okay, here cos x cube is as it is, derivative of sin square, and this term consider as x in your mind. Okay, so it is 2 sin x, in place of x here x raised 5. Okay, and now derivative of sin x, it's cos x raised 5. We are applying chain rule, and now here d by dx of x raised 5. Okay, plus it's sin square x raised 5 as it is, and here first derivative of cos x. Okay, here in place of x it is x cube, so cos x derivative is minus sin x. Okay, and now derivative of x cube. The next step, students, here 2 sin x raised 5, it's cos x raised 5 cos x cube, and derivative of x raised 5, it is 5x raised 4. Okay, and here it's minus sign, so take here minus. It's sine square x raised 5, and here sine x cube, and it is 3x square. Okay, now you can arrange these terms. Question number 7. Let y is equal to, it's 2 cot x square power 1 by 2. Okay, so dy upon dx, to write as it is, derivative of cot x square power 1 by 2. So first of all, cot x square consider as x in your mind. Okay, so it is x power 1 by 2. So apply the formula x raised n 1 by 2, and here cot x square power 1 by 2 minus 1. Okay, and now derivative of cot x square. From here 2 will cancel, and it is the power minus 1 by 2. So we can write here cot x square. Okay, and now derivative of cot x, it is minus cosec square x. Here in place of x, it's x square. Okay, now again derivative of x square. So you will get minus cosec square x square, here root cot x square, and derivative of x square is 2x. Okay, so final answer is minus 2x cosec square x square, and here root cot x square. Now you can simplify this term. Okay, so for this it's minus 2x, convert into sine and cos, so it is 1 upon sine square x square. Okay, and here it's cos x square, and here sine x square. Okay, now minus 2x, and here 1 sine x square, right as it is, and 1 sine x square. Okay, write as cos x square, and here sine x square. Okay, 1 under root sine x square will cancel. Okay, so you will get under root cos x square sine x square. Now multiply by root 2. Okay, numerator and denominator, it is sine x square, right as it is, root 2 will here 2 cos x square sine x square. Okay, so it is minus 2 root 2x, and it's a sine x square, and it is the formula of sine 2x. Okay, so it's a sine 2x square. Okay, now move for the next question. Question number 8. Let y is equal to cos root x. Okay, so derivative with respect to x. Okay, differential of cos x. Here root x in place of x, so it is minus sine root x. Okay, and now derivative of root x, minus sine root x, and derivative of root x is 1 by 2 root x. Okay, So answer is minus sine root x by 2 root x. Okay. Question number 9. Prove that the function f given by fx is equal to mod of x minus 1, x belongs to R, is not differentiable at x is equal to 1. So, to prove the differentiability, we have to find right hand derivative and left hand derivative. Okay. So, for right hand derivative, okay, find its limit h tends to 0 plus f x plus h minus fx by h. Okay. So it is limit h tends to 0 plus. Okay. We are finding the differentiability at x is equal to 1. So write 1 in place of x. It is f1 plus h minus f1 and here h. Limit h tends to 0 plus. Now, in the given function, write 1 plus h in place of x. You will get here 1 plus h minus 1. Okay. And minus for f1, write 1 in place of x. It is 1 minus 1. Okay. And here write h. You will get limit h tends to 0 plus. Here mod of h and it's 0 and here it's h. Now we are finding limit h tends to 0 plus. So mod of h is plus h. Okay. So here it is limit h tends to 0 plus h by h. It will cancel and we will get 1 only. Okay. And now find the left hand derivative. It is limit h tends to 0 negative f x plus h minus fx and here it is h. Now limit h tends to 0 negative f x plus h means in place of x write 1. So it's 1 plus h. Here f1 and it's h. Okay. 0 negative. And now say here write the 1 plus h in place of x. You will get 1 plus h minus 1 minus here 1 minus 1 and it's h. Okay. So limit h tends to 0 negative. Here it is mod of h. It's 0 and h. Now see. Here we are finding limit h tends to 0 negative. It means h is less than 0. So mod of h it is minus h. And here it's h. Okay. H will cancel and you will get minus 1. Okay. Here write limit also. 0 negative. So now see 1 right hand derivative is 1 and left hand derivative is minus 1. So in the next step you have to write right hand derivative is not equal to left hand derivative. Okay. So function is not differentiable. Okay. Question number 10. Here fx is given greatest integer function x. Okay. And we have to prove that it is not differentiable at x is equal to 1 and at x is equal to 2. Okay. So first start at x is equal to 1. Okay. So now consider left hand derivative at x is equal to 1. Okay. It is limit h tends to 0 negative f 1 plus h minus f1 by h. Limit h tends to 0 negative. Now f1 plus h means write 1 plus h in place of x. It is 1 plus h here minus f1 and it is h. So it is limit h tends to 0 negative. Greatest integer function 1 plus h and h tends to 0 negative. Okay. So it will gives 0. Okay. And here it's 1 by h. So we will get 1 by h. H tends to 0. So it's infinity. Okay. And for right hand derivative at x is equal to 1, it is limit h tends to 0 plus f1 plus h minus f1 by h. Okay. So it is limit h tends to 0 plus. Okay. And write 1 plus h in place of x is 1 plus h minus here it is 1 and it's h. Okay. So it gets 0. Okay. Now see here right hand derivative is not equal to left hand derivative. Okay. So fx is equal to greatest integer function x is not differentiable at x is equal to 1. Okay. Same as for x is equal to 2. Okay.